I think for me, it all started when I watched the movie Up as a child. Of course, even before that, I have always dreamt of traveling for as long as I have known the concept, but there was something about that movie that actually made me feel like it was all within my reach. As a child of immigrant parents, it has always been made clear to me that my parents wanted both me and my brother to have the freedom to explore the world that they did not have. My family and I went on lots of road trips, and I remember so vividly from my very first childhood memory that there was something so special about being close to the ocean, or any body of water for that matter. Those road trips became less and less frequent as the years went by, as I saw my parents immersing themselves more into work, and my brother and I growing into our teenage years. And before I had even realized, I'd started on my journey of studying in Switzerland, a scenario that forever felt like a fever dream to me. For the longest time, I actually refused to travel, not even to the next city. I was so focused on my studies and making a living that I couldn't imagine a day without either of those two things. But this year, it was different. I finally prioritized traveling, not just reading or watching about the world, but actually experiencing it myself. I started with solo trips around Switzerland, and my first solo trip was to Thun, and then I went to Rheinfels, and then I went to many other places. I realized one thing: solo traveling is not as scary as I thought it was. It's actually not scary at all. In fact, it's very liberating. I learned that I enjoy my own company way more than I had expected. I always thought that I needed people to go around and do things, but traveling alone taught me that you don't have to wait for anyone. You just pack your things and go. Do it on your own, and along the way, you'll naturally meet like-minded people. Funny enough, over time, my own friends actually started joining me on my trips. One of the coolest parts when I was traveling with my friends was that we didn't plan anything. We would just wake up, decide on a place to go, and go. No overthinking, no strict schedules, just pure adventure. But as much as I absolutely love traveling around Switzerland, I wanted to see more. I wanted to see something different. So I packed my suitcase and I flew to... Japan is an extremely popular travel spot this year, and I'll be honest, I completely understand why. It's the famichiki. No, but really, Japan blew me away. It was something else. One thing that I immediately noticed was how convenient everything was. Vending machines, the konbini meals, and the late night onigiri. Switzerland is beautiful, but Japan taught me a whole new appreciation for efficiency and accessibility. It makes a huge difference when stores stay open past 7 p.m. I've always been the kind of person who rushes, who's always on time, finishing things quickly and hurrying even when there's no real need. That's great for assignments or building a strong work ethic, but it doesn't really work when you're exploring new places. One thing that traveling has taught me is the importance of slowing down. If you're constantly rushing, you miss the little things, which usually happen to be the best ones. The details that actually make a place special. And in the end, all you really remember is the feeling of being in a hurry, not why you were rushing in the first place. And honestly, if you miss a train, there's usually always another one coming. Well, unless it's 1 a.m. and the next one is at 5. If money doesn't buy you happiness, then why does it buy me a ticket to the other side of the world? The truth is, the best things in life can't be bought. That I agree with. But money does give you stability, and stability is the foundation for contentment. Life in Switzerland is expensive, yes, but salaries balance it out. The balance makes it possible to save up and explore the world, which is a privilege that many countries do not offer. In most places, you'd need to climb up into a senior role just to earn what's considered a minimum salary in Switzerland. And I don't take that for granted, because it hit me while traveling. Not everyone has the chance to dream about boarding a plane, let alone actually do it. For some, traveling abroad isn't just difficult, it's impossible. And here I am being able to do it because I can. That perspective makes me more grateful for what I have, but it also challenges me. If I have the means to explore, to see, to learn, I also have the responsibility to make something meaningful out of it. not just for myself, but hopefully to bring something back for others, to share and to give. Happiness isn't about luxury, it's about appreciating where you are and using what you have wisely to help others. Let's be real, nothing is ever in our control, except for when we buy the cheapest ticket. You can plan every detail, your flights, your hotels, your itinerary, but the truth is, things will go wrong. That's one thing that's guaranteed. Trains get delayed, the weather changes, you name it. And in those moments, you actually realize how powerless you are. The lack of control isn't always a bad thing though. If anything, it's freeing because once you accept that not everything will go according to plan, you give yourself the permission to just adapt, to laugh it off, and to be present in the moment instead of obsessing over what should have happened. The most fun memories I have with my friends are the ones where we plan things completely spontaneously. Traveling broke my habit of trying to control every detail of my life. It forced me to face situations where no amount of planning could fix things, and instead of panicking, I had to learn to just adapt. I thought I liked food, but traveling to Japan made me realize I love food. Sorry, Switzerland, but the flavors abroad just hit differently. But here's the thing. Food isn't just about the taste. This is something that I did not know before. It's a cultural experience. Every dish has a story. It reflects history, the values, the people, the rhythm of the daily life in a country. You see, in Japan, grabbing something quick from a konbini isn't just a convenience. It's a whole lifestyle. This is not something that's common in Switzerland. In Switzerland, meals feel more traditional and structured. And when you compare the two, you start to see how food isn't only about filling our stomach, but it's also about understanding how people live. I realized that when I got back to Zurich, I really missed the flavors of Japan, so I went straight to an Asian restaurant just to give myself a piece of that journey. Food and dishes are like a passport of its own. It takes you back to places, it tells you stories, and it connects you to cultures in a way that no museum, guidebooks, or social media can do. Most of all, traveling constantly reminded me of how lucky I am. The only thing that separates me from someone born in a war zone is geographical luck. I did not earn that. I just happened to be born in a safe place with a family that helped me build opportunities that others may not have. When you travel, this realization hits so much harder. You meet people from all different walks of life. You see the struggles that you only read about. And that awareness really does change you. It kept me humble and grateful, but it also made me feel more responsible. Not responsible in the sense that I can fix the world. None of us can really do so alone, but I am responsible to use my luck wisely. Not to waste the opportunities that I've been given, but to share what I have learned, to help in small ways where I can. Traveling really broadened my perspective in that way. It's not just about enjoying life myself, it's about asking how can I make a difference with the privilege that I have been given. Even if it's something small, it still matters. It always matters. Traveling has really changed me in ways that I had never expected, and it keeps changing me the more I travel. It taught me independence, patience, gratitude, and it reminded me to slow down and really see and experience the world. At the end of the day, you may come home with an emptier bank account, sure, but you'll also come back with a camera full of photos, a heart full of stories, and a mind full of experiences that no amount of money could ever replace. And that's the real value of travel. It's not just about ticking places off of your bucket list, it's also about letting each journey leave a mark on your heart. You don't collect souvenirs, you collect perspectives, and those stay with you forever.